Hi guys, I want to show you something really pretty cool. My name's Dave, and yeah, I come with a shovel. And this shovel here, probably to give you an idea, it's probably about 50 years old. And the reason it's probably in this condition is when I was a little kid, we lived on a lake, and this was my grandfather's, and probably digging all the worms and stuff and leaving this outside laying in the dirt probably caused this. But anyways, when he decided to move, my uncle got this shovel, and when I moved here, when I got married, he handed it down to me, and of course he broke the handle and says, "Hey, I just want to give you this shovel." And I looked at it and I says, "What good is the shovel?" And he says, "Well, being as though you're a little artsy, maybe you can put a picture on it." And believe me, I'm no Bob Ross or anything, but I came up with a picture and shoved it in the ground. But you get the idea that with a shovel, and the main point of what I'm trying to bring across is this real cool, it's a small patio pond. And when I first started to sell these, probably quite a few years ago, I tend to like to buy a lot of stuff and bring the stuff on board here so I can see what it's capable, and you know, just to get familiar with the products and sort of own the product and know what it can do. So one of the things that I did was I bought the medium one, because when I first saw it, and believe me, pictures are horrible. It didn't do it any justice, and I kind of had to laugh and wonder what it was, because when you see the picture, you kind of see it where it's a decorative collar with a sort of a basin. But what makes this really neat, and believe me, these things are hot, because all your people and your zoos and your parks and stuff, they're buying these because they're great for little kids. The kids come around and they kind of rest their elbows down and they can look down in there, and maybe you have a setup with turtles, or maybe you want to put a little bit of a covering over it and you can put some fish or whatever you got for the day. But it makes a pretty good activity, and these things are pretty cool. So another thing is back with the shovel, is we do have 3 different sizes: the small, medium, and the large. These are all for your patio deck. But anything that's out in the yard that's a flat surface, maybe you don't want to dig, maybe you can't dig, maybe you're in an area that might have maybe a complex of condominiums or stuff, and you can't dig, but you can still have something really cool like a pond. And a lot of these ponds, when you see them online and stuff, they're plastic, or they don't, you have to still line them with rock. This here is the real rock. It looks real cool. Comes from a formation. It's not the fiberglass jobbies that crack and break, but it is a real decorative pond. And some of the questions I get from people is, well, how do you clean them off? And I always tell them, here, you go yourself, and for maintenance, I was a maintenance specialist, or a senior maintenance specialist for many years, and one of the things that makes this really cool is it's very easy. Go swoosh, 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 3 or 4 times, it's cleaned out, you're ready to go. You might have to take the pump or move your waterfall rock, but you get the idea. It's very easy to clean. This is my second one that I'm going to put out. This is probably going to go with me to the arboretums and stuff, and it's easy to carry around. But the thing of it is something that is really cool. It's got all your different crevices, and it looks like cracks. It's not like your fiberglass jobs that fade and whatever. So I just wanted to sort of, we'll just keep this simple as a pond. We'll get into this different waterfalls after this one. But there again, it's a cool 2-ring thing. You have your basin in the bottom, you have your decorative ring on top, and then you can go from your waterfalls from that. One thing to reiterate on this: it's good for your patio, your deck, courtyard, any place you have a flat surface. You're not allowed to dig, maybe you don't want to dig, something that you want to put a nice little water pond in.